Oh, you all. Hello, it's Tease. Good day. Good afternoon, good evening. I hope all are well. Hope all are safe. I'm trying to find somewhere to sit in the sun to sit and hold small talk. In the meantime, 'cause it feels good right now. It just feels a little windy. I'm like, ooh. Like I can feel the cool wind. Lovely nonetheless. And I don't know what it is. There's like so much sound effects out today. It's so crazy. I guess that's LA for you. Loud, quiet. Ooh, I need to go somewhere in the sun so I can really feel that breeze. Hopefully it's not blowing in the mics. Trying to think. Oh, goodness. Okay, a lovely day. Trying to go somewhere like quiet. I can get in the sun and maybe get somewhere in the shadows so I don't gain a crowd. But that tends to happen too, literally. I can literally be, especially in the parking lot. That's the weirdest thing ever. And this has been happening forever. If I park literally a million car parking lot, I park in the center in the corner. Here comes another car. I pull up literally shoulder to shoulder. And I'm just like, who sent you? I guess I'll babble right here. Or on the other side of the parking lot. I'm trying to go up and around. But I'm damn sure not going by any of these offices. That's where the real traffic is. Let's see what it looks like over here. This is cool. But plenty of sound effects. But, alright, I guess I'll just babble here in the meantime. So I'll just start with, pet peeve. A pet peeve of mine. And I have a few of them, but the top two that are on my mind. So, pet peeve number one. Just to like the one, this has really been bothering me. So literally, okay, if I get on the elevator, like, okay, if I'm the only one on the elevator, and I don't want to say I'm not always the only one on the elevator, but I would like to be. But let's just say, okay, I have the elevator to myself and I plan on going up. So the elevator door goes to close, and just before it connects, with the close, like complete its close on the elevator, somebody stops the elevator and opens it. Oh my gosh, like if you're talking about see red, I get so angry to where I have to get off the elevator because like that bothers death. My thing is oh my God, I hate that when people interrupt. This has happened 2 times in 1 week when someone literally interrupted the closure of an elevator so they can pry it back open, mind you. When the elevator's closing, that means it's busy right now. So the elevator goes to close and they pry it back open so they can get on, and then not only just get on, so they can get on with a dog. And I'm just like, I get so like red hot, lava hot, man, like my ears smoke. And another good way to make my ears smoke is to get someone like a Cardi bitch or a not so sexy red, like pretty much get like the biggest ratchet at you, like as if that's what to represent me, and then you try to come around me with that slang, like yeah, turn up, and I'm just like, oh, if my eyes could kill, literally it'd be bones everywhere. I'll just keep it clean. But I'm just like, wow, my God. But those are the 2 pet peeves. Then I'll get into what I've been noticing. What it is with this block is just like so effing loud. But what I've been noticing, so I've noticed, well, this one is more like, I don't know if I'm supposed to notice it, but I guess people will notice your mouth and your smile. Anything on your face is going to be noticed, and I guess, limbs, depending on like if you zoom in on stuff. Me, I notice everything, and not on purpose, not because I just really, let me scan you from up and down and see what's going on. Like literally, I just notice everything to the point where it's like, once I notice something like going on your face or teeth or something, I'm just, maybe my eyes would just, and then it's not on purpose. Like literally, I would just find myself looking like, oh, you got some in your teeth. Or what is that? Especially if you're trying to hold small talk. But literally, 2 times on social media. Okay, I'm gonna pause for that. 2 times. Okay, one minute. I want you to see this. So that, I guess I can add that to the story too. Now mind you, I don't know if you can see, let me look around you. Look, see that? How there's should be not a crumb or a turd, roach or an idiot zombie in sight. But this lady literally came from that side of the alley up in there just to cross. See, I'm telling you, y'all won't believe me unless I put this shit on camera. How about that? Literally, I want you to see how huge this. See the world. See how we have the whole world. We have the whole world, whole parking lot. Why you by me? There's a psychopath in the car too, probably looking at me too. I'm saying that's why I don't like coming out in public, because I somehow get a crowd that I did not order. Now, honestly, I tell these people, come out, hey, I'm making a movie, come out to be an extra, and nobody would show up. But anyway, yeah, so I've noticed, now I've only noticed this in social media videos, but when people, do you call them the veneers, whatever one where they put literally like a mouth guard, like it literally, the teeth look like mouth guards. I'll call them veneers since I don't have the correct name. But literally, I only see people, they only get the top mouth guard on. So you got the top teeth with your top teeth in, and put the the bottoms. And I've seen this twice already, and it's twice in the same week, not twice in my life, but twice in the same week. And I'm looking like, and you could tell that you got the mouth, because it literally looks like a mouth guard, and it's so big. People talk like this, like they talk like there's something at the roof of their mouth. And even sometimes I'll be feeling like, yeah, do I sound like that? But that's probably because, I don't know, I have a twisted jaw, and that's probably why my jaw. I think it was this side. This side, I'm thinking I was 11 or 12 when I broke my jaw. It was like this. So if I happen to talk like, but I know for sure I don't have veneers. But basically, 2 times this week or this day have I seen social media creators literally with only their top mouth guard in, and they just said damn the bottoms. And I don't know if that's just because you got to wait for the other half, because don't get me wrong, because dentures and dental work and pretty much anything that has to do with your dentals are very expensive. So maybe like, well, damn, if I am going to get my teeth, do the tops, because they're going to notice the tops. But to me, I would notice, I'm going to notice the rottens at the bottom, you know, more than the mouth guard at the top, because that's going to already bring attention. You trying to wonder, do you got on a mouth guard? No, those are veneers. But they're just so damn big that you know, I feel like I said, I've been noticing that and seeing that lately, to the point where I'm just like, wow, am I really noticing everything, to where I'm like, I'm literally zooming in on it, and I'm not going to stop until you walk away and get uncomfortable. But, and I guess another thing too I've noticed, before I get to my real point, I've noticed literally, like I say, let's say if I look at a sign, just like with this sign, public parking. Okay, so I see the sign that says public parking, and then maybe somebody who I'm listening to on my ears, the public is now ready for this, and that. And that literally happened 10 times between yesterday and the day before yesterday, where I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm looking at something, and I would think about it, and someone will say it, or I will see it and someone will say it. And I was like, wow. So that means like high synchronicity. I'm going to start thinking about millions and billions, or, hey, give me back the keys. Hi, teens, I'm here to give you back the keys. Even though that's, these people will rather crash and burn before that happens, but it will happen. That's why people, what, you, ho? That's another thing too. And whenever it's time to pay the piper, and you get people who think like, oh, how did you get that? Or that'll never happen. And when their mouth is this big, oh, you going on the guillotine. You are. I got something for everybody. Oh, you want to doubt me? You're going to be the first one to get the smoke. But I'll get to a more serious note. So a more serious note too that I've been noticing is that for some reason people will look at me either as a quick come up, someone to use, someone abused, basically to be exploited. I've been exploited literally my whole life. So it's at the point now that if I can help it, it won't happen at all. Even if I have to be literally by myself, with just me, my shadow, and myself. And I'm okay with that, to the point where it's like, yeah, you will never, like I said, and I come out on my own accord to come out to help and feed the community. Like I don't do the whole friends and family. No, I don't do crowds, none of that. Like, get away from me, you know, because it's like half the time these people are not to be trusted. You don't know who is who, and just because you're smiling in my face or in bed with me doesn't mean that you're for me, because that's called whining and dining and wooing people, you know, like that. Like, okay, you got a better chance of robbing me rubbing my back versus just pulling a gun. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, let me just butter her up or flatter her, or, you know, whatever the case may be, where they feel like, okay, I have to do this in order for you to, you know, get comfortable enough for me to use you. And I feel like I'm like, you know, even when it comes, okay, if I feel like I'm robbing somebody, oh, let's go to her. Oh, she seems nice. Or she seems like she has a loaded bag. Or it is really weird, because I'm thinking like, while people sit back and they're content with me being terrorized and targeted, and it's all cute as long as it's not happening, they can sit back and kiki and laugh at my trials and tribulations. Because literally, like, I notice everything, and I'm thinking like, okay, hey, I'm being harassed, or I'm being terrorized, whatever it is, and you call yourself doing the right thing. Like, okay, hey, what can I do about getting X, Y, and Z fixed, or stop having strange activity happen around me? And people will laugh, oh, well, it's not them, or they'll take their time, or pretend like they're fixing it, knowing good damn well that they're not going to fix nothing, because they're okay with it as long as it's you. But let's say tables turn. Okay, so you terrorize me. It's cute and fun when people terrorize me, but it's not cute and fun when I return the energy. So like I said, if I promise you, and this is me, and I am, Lord knows, literally, that's why the sun follows me. The sun comes out when I come out too, if you haven't noticed. I am literally the sweetest, kindest person in the world. Even when I show my teeth. There's literally been times where I will kill you with my eyes on my face, and people will still come and approach me. And I look like, well, I was kind of confused. Hey, I thought that means stay away from me, but okay, whatever. Since you're here, how you doing? But, and I'm thinking like, I'm just such a cool person. It's like, I should never be getting tried or this and that, but it's like, I always seem to be the go-to person when it comes to being terrorized or harassed or whatever the case may be, exploited. But again, once I return that energy and I become the terrorist, or I become the abuser, or the one that's doing the beating around it, then and everybody, everyone's clutching their pearls, and demons have left the building, and you know what I mean, they're running and crying, and it's just like, no. To me, I don't appreciate that, because it's like, how is it that it's cute and fun whenever I'm being terrorized and tortured, and no one gives a F about my problems or my shortcomings? It's actually funny to the world. I can literally come to like, oh my God, help, something just happened, or help, I need help, and they will laugh at me, but it's like, now, if I go to do that to where I'm literally emptying out the building because I'm terrorizing the place, and then the world must stop. Oh, call the feds, call everybody, call the U.S. Guard. It's just like, everything has to stop and rewind to fix this problem, because it's happening to them, and now it's a problem. I don't appreciate that. I've noticed that too, and literally my whole life. That's why it's at the point now, it's like, I'm not going to tolerate it, because especially if I'm to myself, if I'm keeping it to myself, and somehow chaos follows me, that's why I'm 100% okay with neutralizing the problem, because it's like, you're obviously looking for trouble. If you come near me, bothering me or terrorizing me, you're looking for trouble. And sometimes, not all the time, not most of the time, but sometimes I probably will. Just depending on how I'm feeling, or if I'm literally at that point where it's like, I'm not going to have it. Just like now, these days, I'm not going to have it. To where I will return that energy, but then everyone's crying foul. So I just feel like that's really crazy, and I don't know if they're doing that just to see, like, okay, let's see how far I can go with her. Let's break her joy, or let's show her how much we disapprove of her lovely nature, But I'm just thinking, like, first of all, no one can do what I'm doing, so it's like, don't go tampering with good stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, literally, if people have an inch or a minute or hour of what I have to endure with the craziness of the world, or just even growing up, or even have to endure as far as my whole life, people will literally, they'll probably, I would say honestly, if people had to switch spots with me, literally they have to do and literally tolerate the things that I have to tolerate on a day-to-day basis, as far as for my whole life, the whole life journey, literally go through an hour of that, they'll probably commit suicide. Literally. Because they'll probably think, oh, what's going on? Why do I feel so uncomfortable? Help! They'll be crying, probably just kill themselves because they can't take the heat. So my thing is, if you're one that can't take the heat, don't go terrorizing me. Don't go bothering me. Don't go looking for trouble with me. Because like I say, I'm not the one that you want trouble with, because I don't go looking for trouble. This is why I keep to myself. I don't give a damn who family, friends. No, I'm good. Leave me alone. So I've really noticed that people they're content with your demise. They're content with your shortcomings and trials and tribulations, because it's funny and cute to them, as long as it's happening to you. But when it's happening to them, then they want to cry. They want to put it on the news or help us. Everybody want to cry about it, and they want immediate. They want immediate relief for their issues and problems, but F what you're going through, even though you've been doing this your whole life. And I don't know if they feel like, okay, well, you're supposed to be so strong that you should be able to take the heat. You've been doing this your whole life. But it's like, okay, it says a certain point where it's like, I'm not going to do it forever. Just like, okay, let's say I've been working my whole life. Okay, I've been working my whole life. After a while, I'm like, okay, I'm getting tired of working. It's time to retire. I'm not doing this shit anymore. So it's like, I want to get to the place where it's like, okay, respect and common courtesy it should be received and respected, Respect the fact that I'm not bothering you, and I never will. And respect the fact that I deserve peace. Do not waste your time and your energy to invest in having me to feel to where I have no peace. Because some people will do that. They go out of their way to make sure I have no peace, and they spend top dollar for this. I'm like, and it's just really sick when I'm like, wow, people really will go out there, and it's like, this is what I'm seeing and noticing. I'm like, wow, to the point now where I literally have to be back to the wall in the back or the middle of nowhere, because it's just so crazy out there in this world, you know. You don't know who you can trust, and it doesn't matter if they look like you or if they're your family member or if they're your spouse, and it's like you just don't know. You don't know who the hell these people are, you know. To the point where it's just like I am okay, and I'm content with being to myself as long as I can see my surroundings. You know what I'm saying? At least I can know. I know for sure I'm gonna be safe for myself because I wouldn't intentionally harm myself, you know. So I can say that I wouldn't intentionally harm myself, and I wouldn't, you know, intentionally be unhealthy for myself. I wouldn't put myself in crazy situations, even though I used to be a daredevil. I don't want to. I don't want to sit there stealing him. I would just literally do things spur of the moment. Let's jump up and go to Vegas. Like I literally did that. Like, or I just pick up and just move. What? You moved out west? I'm thinking like, well, hell, who the hell would I move with you? You know. Even when it comes to traveling, I'm like, oh, we'll just pick up and go here, or pick up to go to the island, and I end up going to where it's just me on the island. But it's like you literally wait for people to go with you or to hold your hand through things, and you'll never do it. It'll never get done. Waiting for other people to hold your hand through life or hold your hand through everything that you want to do, it's not gonna happen. At least not for me. That's why I was like, I feel like I'm a lot more comfortable rolling solo, because then therefore I can move accordingly the way things should move. Then I don't have to worry about anything getting in the way or slowing me down, because I'm going to move at my own timing. Yeah, and I want to say that was it as far as what I've been noticing is like people, and it's nothing new either, because even growing up, like I never understood, like, why do people watch like me and my family so hard? Like literally, like I would swear that I'm a celebrity, even though I always felt like I'm being watched, or I always felt like even as a child, like, oh my God, I feel like I'm in a movie, like to the point where like even if I'm doing something I don't have no business doing, I'm doing it in the corner because Lord knows I'm in a movie, you know. So, and then even as I'm a child, I'm thinking like, oh my God, I'm in the movie, and it's like, why is everybody always staring at us, or our family literally taking notes, like they know all of it. It was probably about, I always have to count, which is crazy. I want to say there's a total of 14 of us, 14 children. It was like we'll always pull up in this big van, and it's just like, it'd be so many of it, but it's like these people that are watching has been studying our family, like they'll know all of us from the youngest to the oldest, and they'll know everything, almost everything about you, and they'll even know your children, like, aren't you so, and then you'll think, who the F are you? But I've noticed that too, like here too, like people will be watching you from afar, as if you're either so intrigued, almost they're watching to see what you're doing, or how are you doing it, or how can I stop you? But whatever it is, it's like people will strangely look from the background, and then if I can help it do, if I notice people staring, I will ask you, what the F are you looking at? Or but I'm thinking most of these people, they're like looking through the blinds, like they're watching you through your window and stuff like that, or they're looking through their window to see you, to get a better glimpse at you, and then it's like, well, wow. Yeah, so it's like, that's pretty interesting. But yeah, like I'm like literally noticing everything. But I'm thinking as long as, like right now, this is to me, this is zenful. Because I'm in the sun, I am relaxed, and it's like I'm cool in this moment, and feeling the sun and getting somewhat of a quiet, even though there's background noise. But it's like I feel great in this moment. Like I feel at ease, and I feel like I don't know, I feel good in the moment. And the moment, it's nice. And it would be nice to keep this feeling without people, you know, going out of their way to try to steal your joy, or try to even steal your peace, or try to steal your damn life too. Because that's the time these people are trying to kill you too. And people get off on that too. Like they get praised, they get paid for stuff like that, for doing the nastiest thing to you that you never do to other people. And that's why I'm thinking like, wow, we're living in a very sick world. That's why like I have no problem neutralizing the problem, because it's like, I don't know if they can't stand to see good things. That's why good things must get eliminated. But I'm just like, oh, wow. But then again, though, if I do become a terrorist or become the best demon that I can be, then now all the demons are running scared. So I'm just thinking like, what do you want from me, you know? What do you want from me? I don't want anything from the world, so I just wish you guys would leave me the F alone. My thing is, if you're not helping me, then back off. You know, nobody's doing anything special for me. Literally everything that I have and that I'm doing, and that's what I have going on, is strictly through me. Like literally, like I have to get up and do these things. I have to get up and survive. I have to get up and figure out what's best for me, or I have to get up and figure out how to survive. Like I have to do this. Like trust me, there's no one. Maybe that was another thing that I was gonna say. There's no one who I can go to for immediate relief. Like I said, people can come to me, oh my gosh, with their sob story or not, and I will help you, or I would do the best I can to help you, or refer you to someone that can help. But I don't get that same luxury. The luxury that people have in me, I don't have that in other people. I don't have anybody who I can exploit or who I can beg for money or even for simple help. Oh, could you please help? You know, like people will probably, it'll be probably one of them things. Yeah, well, what you gonna give me or no, I'm not gonna help, or they'll probably pretend to help. There's a lot of people who pretend like I'm pretending like I'm here to help, but like, no, you're not. Because trust me, I know genuine help. That's why I'd rather just figure it out on my own instead of actually, you know, being vulnerable. Damn, I genuinely need help. And you shouldn't feel nervous or feel like you can't ask for help, but I think I'll be I'll be okay with not having that help, because it's like, it's probably not genuine, and then I'm probably not going to ask for help anyway, because I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I'm such a private person too. I'm like super like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not asking you for nothing. You shouldn't have to. Like I said, I'm very prosperous and abundant, even with a little bit. Like, so it's like, I just feel like I shouldn't have to do that. I'm very what is it? Attractive when it comes to good things, you know. When you need anything that I need, I think I can. It'll come through. Just how I mentioned. Remember, I mentioned the word, like the words or something. Like I'll think of a word and I'll see it on the wall, or if I look at a word on the wall and someone will say it, literally synchronized like that. So I'm thinking like, trust me, if I need this or that or need help or all that, it's going to come. So I don't really worry about that. I'm just more concerned with the people. Like, who are you? Who sent you? What do you want? You know, like, because that's what I'm zooming in on. Like, who the F are you? What the F do you want? Who the F sent you? And yeah, it is nice though. I think I kind of low-key want to stay outside. I'll probably stay outside. Yeah, and then maybe see. Nice and zen. You know, I might want to hit up a studio too. I go into a studio and then call myself making like a like making music too. Someone's been like, oh hey, I hear you love music, you should make music. And I'm thinking, she wasn't talking to me exactly, but it was like, you know, I was like, oh hey, for those who like music, you know, because I was just I think about music like, oh, that'd be nice to whip some music together, but it's like, I don't really know, you know, how to piece the music. Like, how do you start a beat? I like music, but I'm like, I don't know. I can't read music, but I like it. Okay. I think that's it as far as the stuff that I've been noticing. Like, people, I don't know, maybe people are mesmerized. Maybe that's why they stare. Like, oh, I'm mesmerized. Me sitting here stare at you. Like, I'm not, and I have to ask you what the F are you looking at. But I think I'm pretty mesmerizing too, because sometimes I do watch myself. I'm like, oh my God, TSU are so cool. I mean, I am. Just hopefully I don't have to use my killer instinct. That's the only thing I'm like, that would be a damn shame. I'm like, oh, I'm such a great person. Too bad you couldn't see me smile. Now I gotta smile for therapy to calm down. Now I'm smiling like a crazy person because you didn't put me there. Now I'm like, literally, you know. Oh, this must be traffic hour. I'm like, where the heck are these cars? Oh yeah, about that time. Almost 4 p.m. Hi. Okay. All right. Well, I'll stop here. I mean, we'll be well and be safe.